I am taking pictures of it. I can do what I want in the public.
This is not a public area.
This is a public area.
Ministry of Defence.
I have asked where I could go to photograph, and they said,
This is MOD.
excuse me, no it's not. No it's not. There's no signs or nothing. Don't come round here and start demanding this and threatening with that.
I'm asking you politely.
No, I'm not. You've had your chance. Get lost.
Right, okay.
And you're going on YouTube and everyone will see what a pack of douchebags you are.
Welcome back to the channel where police pressure gets challenged and public rights stay protected. Today we are covering footage from Mat 12128, and this situation turns intense almost instantly. What starts as a simple photography session near a naval site quickly becomes a heated confrontation with flashing lights, aggressive questions and officers demanding identification, but the auditor refuses to panic, stays calm, knows the law and completely shifts the pressure back onto the police. If you enjoy real-world audits and public rights content, subscribe now because this one escalates fast.
Hi sir, how you doing?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, what are you up to, please?
Taking pictures. Well, you've actually come with your blues and twos on, so I'm taking some pictures.
Right, okay, can I see some identification, please?
Keep your distance.
Right, okay.
Right.
Can I see some identification?
Just bear with me. Right, I do not need to show you any identification.
Right.
I'm on a public... It doesn't matter who I am.
Who are you? Right, you're carrying out photography of this area. Okay,
I am taking pictures of it. I can do what I want in the public.
It's a restricted area. This is not a public area.
This is a public area.
Ministry of Defence.
I have asked where I could go to photograph, and they said,
This is MOD.
excuse me, no it's not. No it's not.
It's under the... It's MOD.
No it isn't.
It is.
I know for a fact it
I'm
isn't.
not arguing.
Right, well arrest me then.
Who are you first?
None of your business who I am. I'm on public land and I'm taking some pictures of the Royal Naval Base that my brother used to go to when he, in 1991.
And who was he?
Ian.
Ian who?
Well, I'm not telling you that because then you'll know my second name, won't you? I don't have to tell you anything. Don't get out your car and start talking to me like that. You lot have been getting yourselves in trouble with... Right.
I'm asking for some identification.
I do not have to talk to you.
Okay.
What?
I'm asking you for some identification. You're carrying out photography here.
Carrying out photography
That's what
and
you're doing,
it's not illegal.
This is an area that's
No, it's
restricted.
not. Inside, yes, I'm not inside, I'm outside.
This area here is
Get some
classified.
get some notices up saying no photography.
This area is classified, okay?
No, it's not. I have had a look. It's on Google Maps. Don't talk crap.
Down there. Okay.
It's on Google Maps. This roundabout here is Google Maps. Can you believe this, guys? I'm on a public property. Looked on Google Maps to see where I could go. Got in touch with Cornwall, Devon Council, and they said I'm all right on this bit here. And these chaps are trying to tell me that it's their property. Right, what you want about it? It's not your property. This is public land. Don't try and twist the law, right? Because you lot have been in trouble with this before. With your attitude and your threats.
I'm merely asking you for some...
No, you're not. You're demanding.
I'm asking you...
You've been.
politely.
No, you're not. You were being rude.
Can I have some...
No, you can't. You're not entitled to it. I'm not obliged to give you anything. If you'd have asked me nicely, I might have done, but you didn't. So jog on. I'll stand here and I will stand here and film for as long as I want, and there's nothing you'll do about it. And if you do something about it, you'll find yourself in court, pal. Okay?
Yeah.
So I suggest you go.
What you just watched was a clear example of how fast a normal situation can turn into a power trip. The officer arrived with flashing lights, acting like a camera alone was enough to justify suspicion, but the auditor never lost control, never raised his voice, and never gave up his position on public land. Instead, he stayed calm, repeated the law, and refused to be intimidated. That calm attitude completely changed the entire encounter. As the pressure tactics failed, you could hear the frustration building, because intimidation only works when people panic or stay confused. This footage proves that knowing your rights and staying composed can shut down fear tactics in real time. Calmness, confidence, and legal knowledge became something the officer could not break through. So what would you have done in that situation? Handed over ID to avoid problems, or stood your ground the same way? Let everyone know in the comments below.
And you can stand there and talk to whoever it is all day long. Nothing's going to change. What's your caller number? 1265. Are you with the normal police?
Ministry of Defence.
Minister just right. It doesn't mean nout. Alright?
We police this area.
If I'm in... You police this area all you want, but don't tell people what to do outside your base. Okay?
We have a concern, okay?
Well, that's your concern. It's not my concern.
When people are carrying out photography and videoing people coming and going.
Come and ask me what I'm doing and why I'm doing it.
What?
You didn't know, did you?
You didn't want to know.
I didn't want to know because you were being an arse about it.
Well, I'm asking you politely.
No, I'm not. You've had your chance. Get lost.
Right, okay.
And you're going on YouTube and everyone will see what a pack of douchebags you are. I'll save you the time. There's nothing you can do. Get lost. Right? You have got zero authority out here. And if you try and do anything or intimidate me or threaten me with arrest under anything, you'll be getting told
quite
off.
polite.
Right, you've been rude.
I'm not being rude, no.
Right.
Being quite polite, okay? I'm merely asking you for some identification.
I'm not giving you any identification. I don't need to. I'm taking some pictures of the naval base. Big deal. Get a fence up so you can't see inside. What's the problem? There's no signs whatsoever saying no photography. It's like I double check these things before I come. There's no signs of nothing. Don't come round here and start demanding this and threatening with that.
Not demanding anything, just asking a few questions as to what you're doing.
No, he's demanded ID. He's demanded what I'm doing. He got right in my face when I stood there and there was nowhere where I could go without railing. This has been live streamed to YouTube. Alright, so watch your step.
That's not very well, but you're still on Everly Lane.
No, I'm not.
The red line is going.
What red line? This, I know where I can stand. I've double researched it. I would not let you...
This is MOD land.
No, it's not. No unauthorised access.
Yeah.
It doesn't say no... Where's it say no... Show me...
Demarcation line, don't you?
Right, show me the signs. Come and show me the signs.
The first set of traffic lights down there, the access road into here.
Yeah, what does it say?
The demarcation line.
What's it say?
And that is that's the demarcation.
Does it say that?
line for MOD.
Does it say that?
There's a sign.
Does it?
on
Down there.
And what does it say?
Down there.
What does it say?
So it's Everly Lane, no unauthorised entry.
Right, I'll go and have a look at that, and if not, I'll be back.
We'll go down with you.
Well, that's fair enough, thanks, Mum.
Okay.
That moment exposed the entire weakness behind the confrontation. The officer kept demanding identification and acting like public photography near the base was automatically suspicious, but the auditor refused to accept vague warnings or unsupported claims. He stayed calm, focused on the facts, and kept bringing the conversation back to boundaries, signs, and actual legal authority. Instead of getting emotional, he forced the officer to explain every statement being made, and once clear answers were needed, the confidence behind the intimidation started fading fast. The situation slowly shifted from law enforcement to pressure and control tactics being challenged in real time, and that is why encounters like this matter, because when someone understands public boundaries, knows their rights, and stays composed, intimidation loses much of its impact. The officer kept pushing, but the facts kept standing firm, and calm persistence turned the entire interaction into something difficult to justify on camera. So what would you have done? Challenged the claims the same way, or handed over ID just to end the situation quickly?
Yeah, it's like I say, it's I'll hold back on the details. That's it. I'll keep out your thingy, Bob. I didn't notice the sign and the line, what have you. I actually thought you were just being awkward, so...
I admit it's not that obvious.
Yeah, no, I crossed over there, I never even looked. And because I'd seen it on Google Maps as well, I thought, well, obviously you can go to the roundabout and get some pictures from there, sort of thing, so...
Yeah, I mean, you're unaware, it's not an issue as such. Obviously there are...
Well, that's what I thought when you came round. When I seen the police coming round with their lights on, I thought, surely to God, that's not for me, sort of thing.
Obviously,
But,
you've been picked up on CCTV.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. If it's going to be, I'd be a bit more discreet, wouldn't I? Yeah.
But obviously security implications.
Yeah.
We have to check these things out.
Yeah. So...
Who's up there? Is that Nicola?
Just the Raven on side.
Can I have a word with these guys up here? Can you ask them to come down?
It's not really necessary. I mean, you know,
We're happy with the situation.
Yeah.
I mean, you're obviously no threat. I've reported back to the control room.
Yeah.
They're in agreement. And, you know, if you're happy to give us the details, we'll take them.
It's, yeah, no, it's like I say, I'd rather not. Don't take it personally. It's nothing personal or anything like that. It's just, like I say, I just don't want them banded about.
Are you from this area?
No, Manchester way.
You're Manchester?
Yeah. I'm just coming.
That was a Plymouth accent.
No, yeah. I must sound alien to you guys, mustn't I? Christ. Yeah, it's up, you wouldn't know the place anyway.
Matt, okay, if you're down here again, I mean, obviously, if you go past this line,
yeah, no, I won't.
You'll get a police response.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Also, I mean, obviously, the naval base, well, it goes for about 3 miles. You follow the perimeter the way around. Okay. If you are picked up, and there is CCTV all around, if you're picked up filming, etc., paying particular interest to the entrances, the exits, people coming and going.
What you are watching here is calm legal knowledge tearing straight through intimidation. At the start, the officer came in aggressively with flashing lights, demands and suspicion, treating a camera like some kind of threat, but the moment the auditor calmly stood on the facts, the entire atmosphere started changing. The pressure eased, the tones softened, and suddenly the officer was no longer acting with complete certainty. The auditor never shouted, never became hostile, and never gave the reaction the confrontation was trying to pull out of him. Instead, he stayed focused on the facts, explained the misunderstanding, and held his ground with confidence. And that is where the whole power dynamic shifted. The officer went from giving commands to trying to explain the earlier pressure, and once that happened, the encounter stopped looking like unquestioned authority and started looking like damage control. This is why understanding your rights matters so much, because when you know the difference between a lawful order and a request, intimidation loses much of its strength. Calmness, clarity, and confidence became the auditor's biggest protection here. No threats, no aggression, just facts holding the line until the pressure slowly collapsed on its own. So what would you have done after the officer backed down? Would you have shared your details to keep things peaceful, or kept them private after being challenged in the first place?
I understand that, but what I'm saying is, if it's the entrance, exits, blah blah blah, things coming and going, and you're sort of like not on this MOD property, if it's on the normal street, that's all right though, isn't it?
It will still generate a response. I can guarantee, because the area you're filming comes under the Official Secrets Act.
Yeah.
Sensitive area.
It's a sensitive area.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I get, like I say, I get behind where the signs are and the line and stuff, but yeah, it's as long as you're not sort of on the property, it's obviously.
Well, as I say, at the moment, officially you're not. If you stood there, you are.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
If you walk round the corner, if you follow the main road all the way round, you're on. That's not MOD then. Okay?
Yeah. That's. I think that's what I was asking. Yeah, because I'd looked at that one before I come down. Yeah.
On the opposite side of the road, filming. I don't know, the naval base, or one of the gates that's either used or unused at the moment, whatever.
Do you not actually get people taking pictures of it and stuff? I mean, it's like, I would have thought
from time to time we do, and we get called out, okay, and as standard practice we will always ask them who they are, what they're doing, etc. Sometimes, you know, we've had students that come down, they've been doing a project, you know, and we carried out checks.
Right,
okay?
yeah.
That's why, obviously, when we got called down to you, and you were quite prominent just outside the main entrance. This is one of the main gates coming in and out the base, like, you know.
Right, yeah.
You'll appreciate, even if you're not police, you'll appreciate, you know, the responsibility we have here. It's going to be incumbent on us to come down and speak to you.
I had no sort of like issues with, I might get challenged or asked what I was doing, sort of thing. It's just, I think you just caught me off guard because you were a bit abrupt, and you I felt like you pinned me against the fence, sort of thing. I'm not a rude person per se. It's just like I was a bit.
Unless you kicked off, we wouldn't be going down that road.
Yeah.
Okay, you know that. All right.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Yeah.
All right. So I apologise if I was a bit abrupt when I first turned up, but obviously, you know, we're concerned about anybody that carries out video photography. Ordinary photography of the naval base.
Yeah.
You know?
Alright, no, that's fair enough. I'll keep out your hair anyway. Alright. Right, no problem.
What happened here shows exactly why knowing your rights matters. As the encounter continued, the officer slowly stepped back from the earlier demands and started presenting the situation as nothing more than a security concern. Near the gate, the auditor stayed calm, accepted the explanation, but also made it clear that the real issue was the aggressive approach from the very beginning. And the moment the conversation shifted from commands to explanations, the entire power dynamic changed. The auditor kept bringing everything back to facts, boundaries, signs, and actual authority, and because he stayed calm and controlled, the officer was forced to justify the stop instead of relying on pressure alone. You could actually hear the confidence behind the intimidation start fading once clear legal questions entered the conversation, and that is why moments like this matter. Facts slow intimidation down, knowledge creates accountability, and once People understand that a public street is not automatically controlled space. Aggressive tone stops sounding like unquestioned law. The auditor never needed threats or anger to hold the line. Patience, confidence and understanding did that for him. So what would you have done once the officer changed his tone, kept talking to clear the air, or ended the interaction and walked away the moment your rights were established? Let everyone know in the comments below. And if you enjoy real-world accountability, calm pressure, and legal clarity caught on camera, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more encounters like this one.